He's trained with both, and he's picking the underdog. Reinier de Ridder has shared the mat with UFC champion Dricus du Plessis and unbeaten juggernaut Khamzat Chimaev. Now, ahead of their high-stakes title clash, de Ridder breaks down why du Plessis has the edge and why Chimaev might be in for the toughest fight of his career. Reinier de Ridder places strong emphasis on Dricus du Plessis' endurance, pressure, and toughness as key reasons for favoring him in a 5-round title fight. De Ridder highlighted that du Plessis is de motherf*** with everything he throws, pointing to his aggressive pace and non-stop output. This suggests that du Plessis thrives in long, grueling battles where many fighters begin to fade. In contrast, Khamzat Chimaev has shown dominance mostly in short fights, where he can overwhelm opponents quickly with explosive wrestling and top control. However, de Ridder believes that if Chimaev cannot replicate that same early dominance, the physical and mental pressure that du Plessis applies round after round could begin to wear Chimaev down. Du Plessis' ability to absorb damage, continue pushing forward, and keep a high work rate deep into the fight makes him especially dangerous in championship rounds. De Ridder essentially argues that du Plessis has a championship engine, and that the longer the fight goes, the more it plays into his strengths, turning it into a war of attrition that Chimaev may not be fully prepared for. Reinier de Ridder believes that Khamzat Chimaev's best, and possibly only, path to victory is an early finish, ideally in the first round. He noted that Chimaev needs to come out aggressively, look for a quick takedown, and attempt a submission, likely a choke, before Dricus du Plessis can find his rhythm. This strategy has worked well for Chimaev in past fights where his explosive starts overwhelmed opponents, preventing them from mounting any significant offense. However, de Ridder doesn't see du Plessis as someone who will be easy to control or finish quickly. Du Plessis has shown strong defensive grappling, resilience, and the ability to recover under pressure, all of which make him a dangerous opponent to try and blitz early. According to de Ridder, if Chimaev fails to secure an early choke or ground-and-pound finish, the dynamic of the fight begins to change drastically. Chimaev could tire or get frustrated, while du Plessis, known for his cardio and pressure, would only grow stronger. De Ridder's view is clear: Chimaev's odds go down with every passing minute, and if he can't dominate immediately, he might get dragged into deep waters where du Plessis thrives. If you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps MMA Thread reach more fight fans like you. And drop your pick in the comments, du Plessis or Chimaev? Let's hear it. Reinier de Ridder pointed out that Dricus du Plessis is a highly unpredictable and awkward striker, which makes him a particularly tricky opponent, even for someone as dominant as Khamzat Chimaev. Du Plessis doesn't follow traditional striking patterns, often throwing punches and kicks from odd angles with unusual timing. While this might look chaotic, it has proven effective against high-level opponents who struggle to read and counter his offense. De Ridder highlighted du Plessis' heavy hands, a term often used to describe fighters who carry real knockout power with every strike. That power, combined with his relentless forward movement and unorthodox approach, means even a brief lapse in Chimaev's defense could result in serious damage. This adds another layer of risk for Chimaev, especially if he can't establish ground control early or chooses to engage du Plessis in prolonged striking exchanges. Moreover, unpredictability can neutralize well-drilled tactics. Chimaev thrives on control, precision, and timing, especially in wrestling. But du Plessis' chaotic style might throw off Chimaev's rhythm, forcing him into uncomfortable and reactive positions rather than dictating the pace. In short, de Ridder sees du Plessis' unconventional striking and natural power as potential kryptonite to Chimaev's structured, pressure-heavy game. What sets Reinier de Ridder's opinion apart from typical analysis is his first-hand training experience with both Dricus du Plessis and Khamzat Chimaev. Very few people have shared the mat with both men, giving de Ridder rare insight into their physicality, technique, and mentality up close. He describes du Plessis as an unpredictable, relentless fighter with an ADHD energy, always moving, always pressing, and hard to read. That chaotic nature isn't just a fighting style, it's embedded in his personality, making him tough to prepare for. De Ridder respects du Plessis' toughness and resilience, noting that he's not someone you can easily impose your will on, especially over 5 rounds. On the other hand, while de Ridder acknowledges Chimaev's explosive abilities and elite grappling, he seems to hint that Chimaev is more dependent on controlling the early phase of a fight. From his personal experiences, de Ridder seems to feel that Chimaev's dominance may taper off if he's unable to secure early control, particularly against someone as stubborn and gritty as Du Plessis. In essence, de Ridder isn't just picking based on stats or public perception. He's drawing from real-world exchanges with both men in training, and those experiences have led him to believe that Du Plessis has the tools, mental and physical, to weather Chimaev's storm and eventually take over the fight. Thanks for watching MMA Thread. If you want more fighter insights, behind-the-scenes training takes, and bold predictions just like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. We're just getting started.